everyone. My name is Anita, and I come to give you a speech on suicide. Many of you might not know how common suicide is today, but suicide has been a national problem for all cultures and genders. That's why we should pay more attention to our friends and family who might have suicidal tendencies. Suicide is the act of killing oneself. But do you know how to help the one who's suffering from these thoughts? It is very important that you pay close attention because you could save someone's life. I chose this topic because I witnessed a very close friend who attempted suicide because of her mother's drug addiction. Her mother beat her for not giving her money and sold her to drug dealers just so she could get more drugs. So that's why it is a must that we start supporting one another. Now there are three things we need to think about when we're thinking on suicide. And that is first, why people commit suicide. Second, who commits suicide. And third, how to prevent suicide. Suicide could be committed for several reasons, and that could be a family problem, which you have heard from my experience, mental illness, alcoholism, medical illness, and depression, just to name a few. But according to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, over 60% of the people who die from suicide suffer from major depression. Depression is among the most treatable of psychiatric illness, and between 80 and 90% of the people respond positive to treatment and gain relief from their symptoms once depression has been recognized. Suicide has been committed by all cultures and genders of all ages. It has been the fifth leading cause of death among children from ages 5 to 14 and third leading among ages 15 and 24. White males 15 to 24 has tripled since 1956, while white females have more than doubled. In the 1980s to 1996, the suicide rate for African American males ages 15 to 19 also doubled. The suicide rate for men has risen significantly after age 65. Men 65 and up, suicide rate is 7 times that of females. And the suicide for women has peaked between ages 45 to 65 and does go again after age 75. According to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, over 33,000 people in the United States has died by suicide every year. This can be decreased if we start talking and taking action. Now here are some suggestions. If you notice any warning or signs, confront the victim and do not ignore. Take it seriously and address the issue. Do not try to win any arguments, but be willing to listen. Then you can seek professional help and be very supportive. So let's start supporting one another because we might see fewer people committing suicide. Now, in my conclusion, even though suicide has been committed all over the world, if we start supporting one another, we might see fewer people committing suicide. Once someone makes you aware of their suicidal thoughts, please take it seriously. Do not leave them alone, but most of all, seek professional help. Now that you know how to prevent suicide from happening, what are you willing to do to help the next? I would like to thank you for listening to my speech, and all of y'all have a nice day. Bye.